Hello and welcome to this video to try to help you with your conjugation. It's a video for students who have already studied the present, the past and the future tense and find it hard to switch. You will need an A4 page and 3 markers, or just an A4 page, a pen and to copy what I do. Get your A4 page and fold it in 3 parts. And what we're going to do is divide the page in 3 time zones to try to create a timeline. We will move in from the past on the left to the future on our right. And we're going to write each one of the time zones at the top. Past, present, and future. We will keep it simple. How? Just conjugating the 3 tenses as a yo. Let's get started with the present. The I ending in the present is O, no matter the group verb that you are conjugating. Visitar, comer, and vivir will become visito, como, and vivo, removing the last 2 letters from the infinitive and adding the O. The past is going to be a bit harder because we have 2 endings to remember. One for AR verbs like visitar and one for ER and IR verbs like comer and vivir. The ending for AR verbs will be an E with an accent, and the ending for ER and IR verbs will be an I with an accent. Visitar will become visité. Comer will become comí, and vivir will become viví. The future tense will also be tricky, as there is 2 different ways to conjugate the verb in the future tense. The first one is I am going to, 4 words in English that become 2 words in Spanish. Voy a. And what happens then is that you add the whole verb, the whole infinitive to voy a. You don't remove any letters and you get a voy a visitar, I am going to visit. Voy a comer, I am going to eat. Voy a vivir, I am going to live. We can also express a future action in English with I will. Being a future conjugation, I will need also the infinitive, the entire verb without removing any of the letters at the end. And what will happen is that we will add our ending to it. What comes now is a bit tricky for 2 reasons mainly. First of all, the letter I'm going to use will be unique for the verbs of the 3 conjugation groups. But also, it is a letter that we have already used in our past conjugation for AR verbs. Visitaré will be I will visit. Comeré will be I will eat. And viviré will be I will live. I am going to read now the past followed by the future conjugation of each one of these verbs for you to hear the difference. Visité, visitaré, comí, comeré, viví, viviré. The tense we have left is a much more straightforward one. It is called conditional or would in English. I'm going to give you an example now of a verb conjugated in the conditional tense, a verb that you're probably quite comfortable using. Me gustaría. Me gustaría, I would like, uses the whole infinitive and the ia ending to conjugate the verb in the conditional tense. We can therefore do exactly the same thing to other verbs and we will get their would form. Viviría will be I would live, comería will be I would eat, and visitaría will be I would visit. We need to have a look now at the time expressions that each one of the tenses will use. Memorize them and always use them together. On my website, there is a free copy of the document that you can see on the screen now for you to download. Put it in your desk to memorize the endings and time expressions, but also use it as a navigation map. When you speak or write in Spanish in the future, position yourself in one of these time zones, pick your time expression, and then conjugate accurately.